Hey, what's up, everybody? Hobo Mackie here. Um, so, I'm out here in Branson, Missouri still. Beautiful day today. Um, just enjoying the day, honestly. Not doing anything productive. Well, that's not true. I've been going around actually, and I'm kind of into botany at the moment, and kind of ethnobotany, which is like uses of plants. So I'm kind of like trying to identify plants. I like to, I don't really have I'm okay with identifying plants. Like maybe I know more than the average person, but I'm still very much an amateur, and trying to learn. Trying to, you just gotta learn one plant at a time, and that's kind of how you do it. And try to, So actually I found a really neat app. I think it's called PlantNet, and so you just take a picture of the plant, and then it somehow will spit out what the plant's net what the plant is, and it's not perfect, but it's the best thing I've ever come up with. I've always had a hard time figuring out what plants were, because it's damn near impossible without an expert with you. If you have an expert with you who can tell you, you can point, hey, what's this plant? And they can tell you, what's this tree? And they know exactly what kind of tree it is. They might know all the information, but I've never known anybody like that, that could help me out like that. So first time in my life, I found this app, and it's extremely helpful, and it's working great. So I've been out here just like taking pictures of plants. I found a couple turtles, like box turtles. So just kind of kicking around the woods. Really, this is some beautiful woods here. Branson, Missouri. Lots of beautiful wildflowers. As soon as I say that, I don't see any flowers right here in this particular spot, but there are wildflowers all over the place. I did find some wild onion earlier, and so I've been nibbling on the wild onion. There's wild carrot all over the place, but I don't know exactly how you're supposed to use that plant yet, because it smells it smells more like a carrot than a carrot does, but it's real woody, like it's like chewing a stick that tastes like a carrot. So I think you're supposed to actually use it more for flavoring and like cooking. And so I think I see some wild onion right now. There's actually this little plant in here, which I think is pretty neat. There's actually big patches of it, but I could actually smell this plant walking down the road and had no idea what it was. It smells like a mint, like a spearmint. And I still don't know what it is, actually. I took some pictures. It does have a square stem, which the mint family, they all have square stems, and it just reeks of mint. Actually, I got a little lightheaded. I smelt it, and it just made me lightheaded for some reason, so I stopped smelling it. The only thing that throws me off is it doesn't really look like a mint to me, but I'm going to figure it out later. This is definitely your wild onion, though. Possibly wild garlic. These flowers. Oops, right there it is. So yeah, that's let's see if I can pull it up. I've pulled one of these up earlier. I broke it. But still, even if you shoot, is it on camera? I can't tell. But yeah, it's onion or garlic, one of the two. I don't know what this one is. Actually, I took a picture, and I'm gonna find out what that one is. Little flower there. So yeah, just been into just kicking around the woods, turning over rocks, looking under rocks, looking for wildlife. There's definitely big deer out here. I haven't seen them, but they got big tracks. Been checking out the plants. Just smells great out here. It feels great. The one issue is the ticks. The ticks are pretty bad out here. But yeah, Branson, Missouri, beautiful place. Old soda can there. That's like Pabst. Good old PBR. Man, that must have been a really old can. Sorry if it's not on camera. I mean, for one, it's made out of tin. I mean, it's not aluminum, or maybe the top looks like it's aluminum. It says Pabst. I wonder how old that is. I bet that's old. So yeah, I just like kicking around the woods and finding shit like that. These are nice clean woods. There's not a whole lot of litter. I didn't see any no trespassing signs. All I saw was a no hunting sign. I saw 3 no hunting signs and no trespassing signs. Now I believe that's your daisy. I think it might be called like an oxeye daisy. That's your oxeye daisy. That's definitely an edible. You can eat the flower or the leaves, and I have tried both before. So yeah, I'm into the uses of plants, because I mean that's like free food or free medicine, or could be a lot of free things, and as somebody who really tries to live life without money, I'm definitely trying to learn the plants, because it's food that doesn't run away from you. Like you got these wild kind of grasses here. I don't know what kind of grass that is, but I would assume it's got some sort of edibility to it. There's only a few kinds of grass that isn't edible. I took a picture of this one. I don't know what it is, but I will find out. All I gotta do is take a picture, and I can find out what it is. There's this little plant here. I think it's some sort of briar. It's got the thorns on it. So I think the tips, the shoots of this are edible. If it is what I think it is, which I think it's some sort of briar. But I'm not like I said, I'm not an expert. So like I said, I've just been taking pictures of plants, just kicking around the woods. But yeah, like nothing. I haven't really been doing anything else. It rained pretty hardcore yesterday. Hardcore storm. The tornado sirens went off. So I ran into McDonald's and hung out at McDonald's for a while during the rain, and then I went back to that concrete cylinder, and I stayed the night in that little cylinder. So that was actually pretty good sleeping. Slept pretty good in there. It's nice and comfortable. There's something about that little curved bed that worked out pretty good for me. I think tonight I'm gonna sleep right here. This place ain't very flat, and I don't know, just find some sort of little flat spot. That's kind of flat right there. I don't need it to be perfectly flat. I just like it to be a little bit flat. I like it so that I'm not like on such a curve that I'm like straining to not roll down the hill, and then because when you're like straining not to roll down the hill, it's hard to go to sleep like that. So I don't have to be. I'm not super picky on where I sleep. I sleep right on the ground. There's all sorts of rocks and stuff. You don't really want like a big rock by itself, like this one here. You wouldn't want to like sleep on top of that, because that's obviously going to like dig into your back and stuff. But if it was like a whole bed of these rocks, that might be okay. It's kind of like a bed of nails. You can lay on a bed of nails, but you wouldn't want to lay on one freaking nail. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that whole same concept. And like most people probably couldn't sleep like I do out here, but they don't think they can. They can, but it's a matter of training yourself to get used to it. And I just do this every day of the year, so I'm totally used to. I can sleep just about anywhere. My main concern was the ticks, and I think I've kind of found that the ticks don't bite at night, or they don't. I don't seem to have problems with them at night for some reason. Like I was in that concrete cylinder. In my last video, I was like talking about the ticks, and there was like hundreds of them. And I slept right there in that little same cylinder, and I don't think I had a single tick bite me the whole night. So I feel like ticks are more active during the day. Just something I've noticed. It's not like a fact that I read out of a book or something. But yeah, just beautiful woods. I've already walked all the way down this little path. Kind of looks like it might have been an old road right here. I kind of walked all up in the woods. I've been kind of looking around for like snakes and stuff, just wildlife, and just overall kicking it in the woods, man. Just trying to. It's a beautiful day. I think it's like mid-80s, but these woods are kind of shaded, so it's actually like just feels perfect, really. So okay, I guess that's. Call that a video. Don't know what else to say really, but yeah. All I can do is keep repeating how beautiful it is out here and nice, and feels good to be free and not have a job and not be have some boss on, and some shitty customers yelling at me, and just out here in the beautiful nature. And sometimes it can get boring, I guess, but you gotta, it's all about what you make out of it. This is kind of why I'm into the plant thing now. It gives me something to do. Don't necessarily want to just be a straight alcoholic every day. I like to try to mix it up and do something. If the thing is, if you're not going to drink, you need to replace it with something better than drinking. So like being out here in the woods and just kicking around and just kind of farting around, really. Yeah, trying to learn something, improve my knowledge, and that kind of thing. I was thinking I'll probably take the day off from drinking. I really haven't been drinking that much. I drank yesterday. Got pretty hammered, but I didn't drink for several days before that. And I went out to Table Rock Lake, and maybe like 4 days total, and didn't do any drinking or nothing. So I've been drinking kind of like once every like 2 or 3 days, pretty much on the average. But I don't know. I don't know if I should drink or shouldn't, or I handle my alcohol well. I don't never do nothing stupid or dumb. I think that kind of a seasoned alcoholic, I guess. That was a pretty cool hawk. All right, so I'm gonna call it a vid. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate the views. Appreciate the good comments from everybody who's commented, which is like Jaded and somebody else. I forgot your name, but appreciate it. You guys take care. I'll keep posting vids as much as I can. Peace out.